channel. If you haven't seen me before, I'm Becca and I'm currently 39 weeks pregnant. So I'm actually filming this in the car because I haven't had time to film anything this week, and that's why my uploads have been shockingly awful and I haven't been able to edit and post. But I just wanted to quickly film this because tomorrow I am being induced, and I just wanted to film my kind of last video of me being pregnant and the last couple of symptoms, because it's kind of like a bump date, but I haven't been doing bump dates, if that even makes sense. But yeah, I just wanted to go through things that I've been feeling this past couple of weeks and how I'm feeling about being induced in the morning. Oh my god, I'm so scared. So I'm going to start off with, at 37 weeks, I think that's when baby dropped. Now, I don't know if that's a bit too late, because some people are saying their baby dropped a lot earlier than that. But yeah, I think it was just then. And I was walking up this hill with my friend, and it was the steepest hill I've walked up in a very long time. And as soon as I got to the top, I got the first like lightning pain kind of thing, you know, lightning crotch. Google it if you don't know what it is, because I don't know how to explain it, but it is like stabbing kind of pains-ish. I don't know. So that was the first indication. I just felt so much of that lightning crotch. And then I started feeling a lot of pressure, and that night I had a lot of Braxton Hicks. Like, they were intense. And they were the only time I felt Braxton Hicks. I've never felt them ever, like, except them times. So yeah, I was laid in bed that night and it was happening a lot, and just kind of had to push through it. They just felt a lot like period pain, like lower cramps, really. Then, ever since then, I think I started losing my mucus plug in parts at that point, and I haven't had like a bloody show, but I definitely have been losing it in parts. And then I noticed a lot of swelling happening, especially in my ankles and feet. Honestly, right now I can't even move my feet, they're that swollen. We were laughing earlier at my feet because they are huge. I can't put shoes on or anything. Another thing is my stretch marks are now going down to the kind of behind my knee-ish area. So I did have them at the top of my thighs and the bottom of my bump, but now they're going down towards, like, edging down towards the bottom of my legs. Makes me so sad, but can't do anything about it, can I? So yeah, that was kind of like a couple of things I've been feeling. Oh, and it's making me go to the toilet a lot more than normal, and I know that's TMI, but a lot more than normal. Like, I'm constantly needing a wee, constantly needing a poo. It was just not nice. So that's what I've been feeling, but now I'll just go to what happened when I was 39 weeks and 1 day. So at 39 weeks and 1 day, I had my midwife appointment and I had a stretch and sweep. So she did the stretch and sweep and she said everything was exactly perfect where it needs to be. She managed to like do everything that she needed to do. And I'm not gonna lie, it was really uncomfortable, and I did have to kind of like grip onto the bed because it wasn't very nice, but got it over and done with. So yeah, I had that. It was all fine. I did feel a lot more cramping afterwards, but I didn't feel any different to normal. So I don't think that really did much anyway, but it was worth a try. But after my sweep, he had started to like have reduced movements. He wasn't moving like normal. All day he was barely moving. I waited till tea time, had my tea, see if that helped make him move, and he really wasn't moving. So I tried everything I could, and then I ended up ringing the hospital and just saying, like, obviously reduced movements, and they told me to lie on my side for an hour and just monitor it again. So I did that, and in that hour it just didn't pick up. He didn't move as much as he normally would have. So I rang them back after that hour, so that was 8:20 now, and they asked me to come in at 9:30. Yeah, they asked me to come in at 9:30, and they wanted to put me on the monitor and see how he is. So I went in at 9:30, was put on the monitor, and they looked through my notes, and they could see that obviously the movement, like, it wasn't like normal, but they weren't too concerned or anything, but they weren't as much as normal. But it wasn't a big concern because he was still moving, he was still reaching the monitor's requirements, so it was all fine. So then I had to wait for the consultant to come round and talk to me about what they were going to plan on, like a forward plan for it. Because I'd been in at 38 weeks with reduced movements, they wanted to kind of put a plan in place. So I sat in the room for an hour and a half on my own, waiting for this consultant, and tell you now, I was so tired. It was the longest hour and a half. But then finally, the consultant came in, we spoke about it, she asked me to come in the next day in the morning. So this was around, at this point it was around 11:30, and she asked me to come in the next morning for a CTG, I think it's called, just another monitoring, and a COVID swab. I was confused at why the COVID swab, but you know. So then I went home, got home around midnight and got some rest, got up in the morning, went back into the hospital. I was monitored and then had to wait for the consultant to come back around again to tell me what was going to happen from the monitoring. So I waited in that room again for 2 hours on my own. Longest 2 hours ever. It wasn't even in a waiting room or anything. I was just in this room, and there was no one walking by. There was no windows apart from to the outside bit of the hospital. Ugh. But then the consultant came round, and basically, I don't know exactly what was said because she was talking to the midwives, but they came with the conclusion that I was going to be induced on Tuesday, the 4th of August, and that was when it was going to happen. So they cancelled my scan, which was meant to be on Tuesday, and said they were just wanting me to come in and be induced then. So after that, they did a COVID swab. They weren't doing the up the nose ones anymore, they're just doing the back of the mouth. So she COVID swabbed me and told me that to come back in on Tuesday. So yeah, she said obviously when I go in, I can't have anybody with me until I get moved on to the delivery suite, and that's when my birth partner come in, obviously my mum. So tomorrow is Tuesday and I have to go in for 9:30 and I will be induced. I don't even know how I feel today. I've literally been an absolute mess with my emotions. It's my last day of being pregnant. Well, obviously I'm going to be pregnant tomorrow, but I will be in the process of giving birth. So this was kind of my last day being pregnant. It's quite sad. It's like the end, but then it's also the start of something new. If that even makes sense. So yeah, either tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday, I could be meeting my little boy, and I am so excited. But yeah, I guess tomorrow I'm going to be trying to film like my birth video-ish kind of thing. I am so nervous, so scared, but it's happening and I can't wait. I'll insert now what my kind of bump has been like the past 2 weeks. That's it. This is my last video whilst being pregnant, and hopefully my next video will be my birth story. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was just a little ramble talk on video while I'm sat in the car just after a walk. So yeah, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe to obviously follow the journey that I've been through and the future. So yeah, bye guys.